Hello, people. I need a shave. This is Matthew Robert Payne. This is entering into the New Age, part 56. And this will be with a guest speaker from heaven. I
Mm.
encourage you to listen to them. It should be encouraging and insightful, depending on the types of questions Tolu asks, but she always seems to ask good questions, and we seem to most of the time get good interviews. So I hand you over to her.
Thank you, Matthew. You said most of the time. I agree. Sometimes it goes another direction. But the person that we're speaking, well, let me welcome Papa. Welcome, Papa. Welcome, Jesus. Welcome, Holy Spirit. Welcome, June and Bethany and the inhabitants of heaven. So, who are we speaking to today? We're speaking to a lady today, and the name of that lady is called Tamar.
Tamar.
Yeah. You've never heard of Tamar?
No? How do you spell her name?
Are you kidding me? Tamar.
Oh, is she one of the son-in-laws of the guy who had sex with his daughter-in-law or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How will you pronounce it? How will you pronounce the
Uh,
name? Maybe I
I,
didn't pronounce it well.
I'm not sure, but I got it right, did I?
You got it right. Yeah.
Anything to do with sex, I remember.
You're so correct when
She,
he's dealing with sex, isn't it?
she's
So
laughing herself. She thinks that's funny. So is she the one who couldn't get married because her
no,
brothers had
no,
died?
yes, yes, two died.
And
And
then the father-in-law said, no more sons. And so
no, there
she,
was one son, but he promised, but Judah never fulfilled the promise. So after Tamar waited for a while, then he hid somewhere where he slept with Judah himself. And
yeah.
then our twins. And Judah said, no, I've not seen you destroy it, whatever. The story is, of course, I'm not phrasing it right. And she said, it is your children. So Tamar is quite
And
on point.
Jesus is descended from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice? Do you think we need to give people a summary of who Tamar is for them to be able to understand?
Oh, there's
Or
people who don't read the Bible who are listening to it.
okay, okay, let's see whether we can quickly get a short introduction to Tamar's life. Because it's not like Abraham, where people know those kind of names. So I'm getting it out now. Okay. So it says Tamar in the Bible. Tamar is a woman in the Old Testament whose story appears in Genesis 38. Tamar was the daughter-in-law of Judah, one of the sons of Jacob. She was first married to Judah's son, but he died. According to the custom of levirate marriage, maybe Levite, or that's what it means. Tamar was supposed to marry Judah's next son so that she could have a child to continue her husband's family line. However, after Judah's second son also died, Judah did not fulfill his promise to give Tamar his third son as a husband. Left without protection or a future, Tamar took matters into her own hands. She disguised herself and later conceived a child by Judah himself. So when the truth was revealed, Judah acknowledged that Tamar had acted more righteously than he had because he failed to give her the husband he promised. So Tamar later gave birth to twin sons, Perez and Zerah. Perez became the part of the lineage of Jesus Christ, which means Tamar is included in the genealogy of Jesus in Matthew chapter 1. Her story is often remembered as one of justice, courage, and God working through unexpected circumstances. Isn't that beautiful, Matthew?
Ah, yeah.
Mm. Should we welcome Tamar?
Yeah. I'm in a funny mood today.
Yeah, you are. You are in the funny mood. I think I like when you're in the funny mood, actually. So, hello, Tamar. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for picking me out of obscurity. I guess I should thank June or the Holy Spirit or Bethany, whoever gave
The
Tolu the
name.
idea. I think I've got some things to say that are
Wow.
helpful for people.
Wow. Man, you're right. The Holy Spirit or June, I don't know where it came from, but it came from somewhere. But I was so interested in speaking to you because I know that Matthew loved your story. Just like what you said, that is anything that deals with sex. Matthew is excited. So, how are you, Tama?
Yeah, good. I only acted as a prostitute once in my life. Matthew's more attuned and attracted to girls that make a living out of prostitution, but I can understand desperate times, desperate choices, and
Yeah.
my father-in-law didn't give me any other choice. And
Wow.
back in those days, there was no social security or government pensions. There's
Mm.
no way to survive, not many jobs for females. And so I had to have someone to support me and my baby.
Wow. Tama, when you look back on your life now, what part of your story do you see differently from Evan's perspective now?
Uh, I was chosen to be
Wow.
one of the mothers that in the genealogy of Jesus. And that's the most impressive thing that Jesus, who has a choice basically to determine who was his ancestor. It seems the Holy Spirit should be able to choose whose Jesus' ancestor is. It's got my story as part of
Yeah.
the genealogy. It makes me very happy and
Yeah.
proud.
Yeah. I am
And
happy as well.
and there's the girl who adopted Israel as her family. What's her name? Ruth, was it?
Yeah, Ruth.
Yeah,
Ruth.
she's in the genealogy too.
Yeah, Rahab as well. I think Rahab is in the genealogy as well. The way God works sometimes, I don't just get it. Like you thought you were just having this one night stand with Judah. How far were you sure that it was going to turn to a pregnancy as well? You acted like not just in courage, but in faith,
Yeah,
and God honored it,
yeah.
and He included you in the genealogy of Jesus. From where to where?
Yeah, and that's the first time a girl in slept with a father-in-law with God's blessing. Normally
Yeah.
the father-in-law speaks with his daughter-in-law, but it's not with God's blessing.
Wow. And then, of course, before sleeping with Judah, you felt you faced abandonment and injustice. What did you believe about God during those times that you were waiting?
Uh, I didn't have my faith in God jolted.
Mm,
I had a strong faith in God. It's actually God, or you could say the Holy Spirit, that gave me the idea to do
yeah.
what I
Wow.
did. You know, I want to share this with you, and it may be hard for you to realize it or work it out in your own life, but God cares and God is faithful. If
Mm,
you trust God and walk according to his ways, he'll be faithful for you in the long run. You may not
wow.
believe in the short term. You may need several years to work out your faith and strengthen your faith, but God is a good God and he'll look after you.
Wow. God is a good God and He will look after you. Wow. You're right. God is a good God. But why don't we see God as a good God?
I think people are lazy. They don't read the scriptures. They don't listen to videos. They don't read good books. I think they accept that God is the Father of Jesus, and Jesus saved them. And apart from that, they don't really investigate or pursue things. I was talking to one of the women, Infinaya, last night, and she said
Who
that
was talking? Is it Matthew or Tamar?
Matthew, yeah, I was talking to her last night. She said, or Matthew was talking to her last night, and she said that the resource pack that
Mm.
everybody give is individually tailored and really
Yeah,
interesting, and she can't understand why people
will not.
don't pursue their resource pack, because it's very fascinating, and every page is fascinating. And if someone hasn't looked at the resource pack for a week,
Yeah,
those people are going to paradise right now. But it's only a sense of, I don't care about God and I don't want to
absolutely.
know God, that would stop you from going step by step through your resource pack. And that's the same as how people treat God. They think
Mm.
they're owed a living. They think because they're in heaven, God owes them a living, or when they're on earth and they come to the faith, they don't really practice their religion, or don't try and get closer to God, and understand that the Bible is corrupted and the church is corrupted and modern Christian teachers are corrupted. But you can develop a close relationship with the Holy Spirit, and the promise in John 14 says that the Holy Spirit will lead you into all truth. So you can depend on God, you can depend on the Holy Spirit, you can put
Yeah.
your faith in the Holy Spirit. But one of the hardships, one of the struggles people have is, in order to allow the Holy Spirit to control their life, they've got to give up control of their life. And most people aren't comfortable in giving up control of anything.
Wow. Wow. Man, your action forced justice into the open. So when you look at it, what does your story teach about confronting injustice?
It teaches people that they should stand up for themselves, but some
Wow.
people are so demoralized, have been abused so bad, they may have a narcissist boyfriend or father or male in their life, older brother, that narcissist can diminish them and make them feel less than, and make them feel intimidated. And so it can stop a good person for standing up for justice for themselves. So
Wow.
it's conditional. My father-in-law wasn't, Judah wasn't a narcissist. He was just misguided with understanding the law of God. He chose his own comfort and the comfort of his sons over the justice of the law of God.
Wow. And you said something. You said you were guided by God to go through that process, because I think a lot of people will have thought maybe you acted out of desperation, but it wasn't out of desperation. It was out of guidance by
Oh, it's
God.
both. You could say
Was
it was
both.
guidance. You could say it was desperation. It's maybe my desperation gave me the insight, pulled the Holy Spirit's voice down to me. But people could look at my case and say it's one or either of the cases, and they'd be both. They'd be right in both instances.
Wow. How do you now understand the difference between bold faith and reckless action? You say it was a mixture of both? What you can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's bold faith, but it could also be described as a reckless action, depending if Judah didn't obey the law, didn't have respect for the law of God,
Yeah.
he could have just ousted me and I would have had a baby to support and no income. So um, it was a bold act of faith, but you could describe it as reckless too. Uh,
Mm.
you could say I acted in desperation and I acted under the power of the Holy Spirit.
Wow.
Both are true, depending on
Wow.
which angle you're looking at things.
You're right. And what did your story reveal about how God protects the overlooked?
Well, he does sometimes. He doesn't all the time act. There'd be many people who feel they've been overlooked that would have
Mm.
a story and would come forth and testify that God didn't look after them. So um, you have to be careful when you're speaking to such a large audience that there are exceptions to the rule. There's exceptions to every rule, and if you're listening to this and you feel God has overlooked you, perhaps it's time to make a solemn plea to God, a solemn request that God change that behaviour when it comes to you. So God has compassion on the brokenhearted. He has compassion on the orphan and the widow. He has
Mm.
compassion on the people who've suffered. And there's scriptural, there's promises in the Bible that say that, but it might not always be the case. And depending on your case, God
Yeah,
could treat you differently.
absolutely. Do you think any of your story or any part of your story has been misunderstood today? Or do you think we understand the message?
Uh, People who are listening who've never heard of that story might not have heard the comprehensive story and understood it from that perspective. People who have heard the story think it's quite mysterious and strange, and it's a strange way of me going about things. So I can accept that people might look at the story and think it was weird or not typical or peculiar, and have doubts about God operating that way. But that's my story of faith, and that's how things worked out for me. And it gives like a image or a image of the way that God looks after and looks after people who have faith.
Absolutely. People who have faith and they act on their faith, isn't it? Not just having faith, you need to act on the faith. So you did both. You had faith and then you acted on it, and you were wise as well. You took something from Judah so that when it challenges you, oh, this, I've forgotten what the name is. I think maybe, do you
A
remember,
staff,
Matthew?
a staff,
The star?
staff.
Star. I don't think it's star, but maybe. But you took something that belongs to Judah to prove that
Yeah,
you actually slept with me.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
For people who heard that story and didn't hear that part, when she actually pretended to be a prostitute and he wanted her services, as part of her services, she took one of his possessions. And when
Mm,
she came back and confronted him with the baby and said, "This was your child," he said, "I never slept with you. I never recognized it." And she
yeah,
showed him his possession and said, "Well, how come I have this?" You know, it
yeah.
was proof that he'd been with her.
Actually, yeah, his seal, signet ring, is cord, and a staff, walking stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. Tama. When you saw how your life became part of God's greater plan, what did you feel?
Well, I guess I felt the same as anyone who's been used by God to have my story in the Bible as a recording of faith is a good thing. And I know it's encouraged multiple people from that time on. But uh, to be honest, it was my life. I was in a desperate place
Hmm.
and I acted accordingly, and God saw fit through His Holy Spirit to confirm my righteous act with Judah and have him make the provision to look after me and my baby for the rest of our life. And he'd forsaken what he was meant to do as a father-in-law with the law, and but he was still bound by the same law. And it's true that the law is honest and pure, and breaking the law has consequences. And
Yeah.
I'm an example of what can be done by presenting a righteous man with the law and saying, "Well, you've done wrong."
Hmm.
Many people have had the law broken when it comes to their life, and they
Yeah.
haven't seen justice for the impropriety. And my story stands out as a good outcome for someone who was treated unjustly, but it's also an encouragement for people who've been treated unjustly, that just
Wow.
because the people concerned in their case didn't act justly doesn't mean that God doesn't see it and
Hmm.
have mercy on you and love for you.
Wow. And love for you. Do you know, sometimes I think, why does God like using revealing himself through complicated stories? Why does he like redeeming complicated stories? Because your story to me was quite complicated. When you look at Ruth's story as well, it was quite complicated. But still, God revealed himself through this, the same with Solomon's, what's Solomon's mom's name called again? Bathsheba, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bathsheba. The same story with Bathsheba. The same story with, is he the lady we spoke to 3 or 4 weeks ago? Rahab. Have you ever thought that, why does God just like walking through these complicated stories, picking people that the society might have forgotten or the least person, and then glorifying himself through their life?
Uh, God's grace is like a kaleidoscope, and
Wow.
as you turn the colors, they make shapes and they make pretty pictures. And God likes to turn the shapes for it to form on individual lives and display a
Wow.
color and display a picture to the world. And grace, the message needs to be broadcasted. People need to understand. So if you do the same picture of grace on five different lives, five
Yeah.
different people will come to understand and get a different perspective. Not everyone can understand growing up in a rich house and becoming a prince and
Yeah.
taking rulership and becoming a king. Some people need a story of a pauper or a widow or an orphan making it great and seeing success. So if you can tell the same story just in different ways, people can understand. That's why there's tens of thousands of love songs in the world, because people are seeking to understand the relationship between a girl and a guy, and love stories. And so that's why there's a type of music called pop music, because they're all love stories and
Yeah.
people relate to that. So uh, God uses story in the Bible to elevate and push forward and help people understand His character and His love and His ways.
Wow. 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 You know, some people might be listening to you now in heaven and they feel they have been neglected or forgotten by God. What will you tell them to encourage them today?
I'd encourage them to reach out to the head of their mountain and tell them how they feel, and uh, pray a prayer or speak to Jesus or God Himself or June, and let your request be known. If you're having trouble with your resource pack, reach out to your mentor and have them help you but uh, so low self-esteem and self-pity can really do damage no matter where
Absolutely.
you are.
Absolutely. Wow. Low self-esteem can really do damage. You're right. Wow. How's your relationship with Papa now?
Yeah, good. It's been growing. It really depends on how you feel about yourself. It really depends on what you achieve. I like working through my resource pack, and
Hmm.
I can testify that they're really made for you. It's based
Wow.
on the years I've been in heaven, and it's covering a lot of things that I already know. And uh, the AI that they use for it really got into my story and really got into my head, and
Wow.
that helps me become a better person. And when I speak to Jesus each week, it gives me plenty of things to talk about, which is a welcome change.
Wow. The AI knows you. Maybe there's Holy Spirit in that AI. Who knows? That is putting the package together. You know, I use AI a lot, even here on how to do a lot of things. But when the AI gives me things, majority of the time it's always on point. I'm like, this AI is turning into Holy Spirit. How do you know that that was what I wanted? So who knows? Who knows whether there's some angel or Holy Spirit walking through that? But it is so bespoke to you. That's what you're saying. It's working for you. That's
Yeah,
exactly what you
that
need.
Messi doesn't know the word bespoke. He knows it's a word, but he doesn't know what it means.
That it is aligned to you. It is for you. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
What, you're so funny. Wow. So what do you think about heaven now? The way heaven operates now?
Well, it went through a bit of judgment, but it was needed, you know. There's a lot of
Mm.
complacent people in heaven.
So you thought it was needed that to happen?
Yeah, but
I,
it's interesting that God couldn't bring the changes himself.
yeah. Were you surprised?
I think everyone was surprised.
Why do you think God struggled to bring the judgment himself?
I'm not sure. Matthew's not sure. I'm not sure. Perhaps you want to talk to God in your quiet time and ask him.
Oh, Matthew, you don't need to give me the solution. I'm asking Tam a question. I'm not sure that's it. Matthew, why do you always think I'm speaking to you in the first instance? I'm not speaking to you. Wow. Matthew has grown, Tam. At the beginning, you ask the same question and they will say, Matthew don't know. Then I'm not speaking to Matthew. I'm speaking to Tama. So, so are you happy now?
I'm happy, and if you're not happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
So who are you now in heaven? What do you do, Tama?
I uh, I was indentured and trained. It's
Wow.
not the first job I had, but the job I do now, I was indentured and trained to make fashion with Princess Diana.
Wow. So you work with Princess Diana
Yeah.
now.
I used to be cutter and design the outfits, and now I do the whole process. And when she's
Wow.
busy doing other things, I can maintain the workload.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
And it's good
Wow.
that Princess Diana's one style of Princess Diana's clothing is made for the elite, you know?
Wow. So you're part of that story. What is it like working with Princess Diana?
She's really bossy. She's like you. It's like working with you. She's really demanding and perfectionist. No wonder she's married to Michael. They're both perfectionists.
Because you don't
Can't
think they
be
will like,
can't be one little thread that hasn't been cut or anything wrong with everything's got to be perfect.
it had to be. It had to be. That's why they fit each other, don't you think? This is that I wouldn't have accept any other standard, not less than Michael. He has to be Michael and above. That's it. Wow, it's so funny. You've got to be firm to be able to get something done, don't you think?
Not really. I'm just a bit of a lazy boot, like Matthew.
So why do you still go? Why do you still work with Princess Diana?
Because I love her.
Oh,
Because she lives, I can face
what?
tomorrow. Because he lives,
Oh my God.
all fear is gone. Because I know he holds my future. Life is worth the living because he lives. Yeah,
Oh,
so
well done.
Jesus is really nice, and the fact that he's done a demonstration of his love with
Yeah,
Michael and Dinah, these
yeah.
things before the wedding supper of the Lamb, it's given everybody in heaven hope that they
Wow,
can join each other in marriage.
wow, wow, wow. So when you look at your relationship with Jesus, are you really close to Jesus?
Yeah, he's a good friend to me. He listens.
Wow,
He asks me all about my stories, and he listens to all my stories. I've been talking to him for a long time, since
wow,
Bible times, and it's interesting. And since we've had our resource pack, we've been able to talk about the assignments and the things in the pack and the things I'm learning each week, and it's exciting. Only the people who are really pursuing their resource pack are meeting Jesus, and if they go
wow.
one meeting of Jesus to the next meeting and haven't done their daily resource pack, then they
Yeah.
disappear.
Wow. So they don't see Jesus. Jesus is
No, no,
becoming
just if you go 7 days without doing anything in your resource pack, you go to paradise.
wow. Tamar, what did you learn rather about your worth in God's eyes?
Ah, he thinks I look especially pretty in my designs. He thinks
Hmm.
I uh, I I really model my own designs really well. He thinks that I'm making clothes just for myself and getting paid for it, making an occupation of it. I really loved uh, Dinah's fashion for years and
And
told
you
her
are
so,
doing
and she said, "Oh, come and work for me." And it
wow.
was the best promotion in my life. And honestly, I just make clothes that I'd be happy to wear, and then when I make them, I'm happily wearing them. So
Wow.
I'm one of the most fashionable girls in heaven.
Man, that's so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
My
Did, did,
God.
did you know I had a son?
Two, isn't it? You are two sons.
Oh yeah. Well, it's said in the Bible I have two sons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're twins. What's their name again? We think we might. Their name is Perez and Zerah. So Jesus came through the lineage of Perez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we got it. We got it. Twins,
I
you know.
I make clothes for men too,
Oh, that's interesting.
not just women.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is so good. Wow. We love you. We love you, Tama. It was beautiful speaking with you today.
Going,
It's
are you gonna go on one of your rounds to say hello to a few people?
you're so funny. You know me now. You know what I do. You know my procedure, my process, my approach. One day I'm going to switch the approach and I'll just confuse people.
I'm just gonna get a coffee. Yeah, so you're very interesting. You've got habits.
I've got habit. Yes, you're right. And I do change the habit. Then when I change it, I might stick to it for another maybe 6 months. Then I switch it up again.
You're not gonna change your habits.
Tamar, you're so funny.
That'd be like you doing an interview and not interviewing the Holy Spirit.
No way. I'm so used to it. Oh my God. Wow, my God. Mm.
Just go to the toilet.
Okay, Matthew.
We're used to these breaks, aren't we?
Yeah, we're used to it now, Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tama, before you go, if people could understand one thing about God through your story, what would that be?
Trust in what he says
Hmm.
and believe in what he does.
Wow.
And stand on the good times. When
Even when
when
it
bad
doesn't make sense.
when bad times come and you struggle, remember
Yeah.
the good times you've been through with God.
Wow.
Let them encourage you.
Even if it doesn't make sense, let's just let that encourage you. Just do it anyway. Thank you, Tama. Have you got any word of encouragement for Papa?
Keep on keeping on. Don't
Keep
get
on
depressed.
keeping on. I love that. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on giving people new assignments. Start
Mm,
start to meet up with people and give them new assignments that the Holy Spirit has told you, and you'll see life coming to their eyes. Just like I complimented Princess Diana on her fashion, and she invited me to come and design fashion with her.
yeah. Thank you, Tama. Wow. Matthew. So it's time for me to go on my round now. So where do you think I'm starting from today?
I've got a beautiful smile, haven't I?
Have I say what?
Start with
You
your
go.
daddy.
Oh, I should start with my daddy. You mean my heartly dad today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, Daddy. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here talking to you. I love you.
Did you learn anything from today's
Yeah, I didn't
conversation?
know about her in the Bible.
Yeah, she's not like the popular ones, isn't it? That's been
Yeah,
spoken
she's
about.
an obscure reference in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's
But
certainly pretty in her new fashion, and she's we all got an example of her fashion designs. Models came out onto the stage with all her fashions. It's
wow,
very beautiful fashion.
my God, we
All
we
the
miss.
models want to take me to the cigar lounge and have a chat to me.
You're just having fun, isn't it? Mm,
Yeah, that's me.
that's
I'm Mr.
that's
Charisma.
Yeah, yeah. You always you're always the, what do you call, of the party?
Life at the party.
Life of the party. Yeah, yeah. So it's good you're still the same person. Thank you, Daddy. Wow, Matthew, it's good that you say I should go through that direction today. It's always good to mix it up, isn't it, sometimes? So that people will be surprised. So where do you think I should go next?
Tiffany.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hello to you.
How are you?
Matthew stayed up half the night last night having conversations and stuff, talking during his sleep and all sorts of garbage.
Wow.
And, yeah, and so he's a bit tired today.
He's always tired, Tiffany. That's the song every day.
Yeah, that's par for the course with Matthew, isn't it?
We're used to it now. Matthew's always tired. But when he's not tired, I can't believe that he went for 11 hours. What happened that day?
And he had hardly any coffees on that day.
And he did not even want to stop. At 11 hours, I had to say, Matthew, I've got to go to bed now. I'm flat out. He could have continued to go to the next morning if I didn't interrupt.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
proud of Matthew.
oh, I respect him.
Because he lives, I can
Matthew,
face tomorrow. Because he lives, all my fear is gone. Can you hear Tiffany singing that? Because Matthew lives, I can face
mm,
tomorrow.
because Matthew lives, you can face tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
it.
that's beautiful. Matthew, so many people are waiting for you in heaven. They
Yeah,
can't
but
wait.
he's going to slow it down. He's taking your advice.
Oh, it's going to slow it down.
Yeah, well, it's all too much for him.
I don't know how he manages it. I couldn't juggle that in my mind. That would be too much of things to go. Do you know what, Tiffany? I'm always very intentional about what I save in my brain or in my head. I limit noise. I couldn't, whatever I couldn't handle, I only put in what I need to do. That's it. Maybe it's not the best way of approaching life, but that gives me a maximum effectiveness to achieve what I need to achieve. So, have you met Tamar before, Tiffany?
I just saw her on stage then. I haven't met
Mm,
her before, no. Kevin's
wow.
pretty vast and it's got a lot of people in it.
Yeah, it is. It
I
is.
might go and get a dress from her.
You
Her
like her
models,
dress?
her models had some nice dresses on.
Wow, go get one. Go get one. Well, it's Princess Diana, isn't it?
Princess Diana's label, yeah,
So go get one, Tiffany. Wow. Thank you, Tiffany. Matthew, who should I go to next?
definitely.
Matthew, you just want to use this to achieve your end goal?
No, you're asking who to go to next.
Mm, mm.
Well, you pick.
Hello, Bethany.
I, I don't know if I want to be talked to under sufferance.
Hello, Bethany. We want to speak to you all the time.
Oh, I love you, Tolu.
What is it like working with June?
Oh, what's it like working with you?
No, working with June.
June's really good.
Wow.
June's really refreshing. She's got a lot of good ideas, you know.
Wow.
She's really got the man engaged, the senior man, the elite man in the whiskey lounge in
What did
the
you call it again? The whiskey
cigar
lounge.
in the cigar lounge. She's really got the top man engaged, giving them good
Wow.
ideas, you know.
Wow, that's so good. What makes us so effective?
She understands men.
Wow. We need more women that understands men.
Yeah, she's not
Thank
threatened by men.
That's good. That is so good.
Mary
Oh, we love
Magdalene's learning a lot from her,
Mary. Oh,
and Tiffany.
that's good. What about you? Are you learning from her as well?
What about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough and I want my share. Can't you see? I want to live, but you just take more than you give.
Matthew, you're just in a singing mode today. Anything, you just insert music.
Yeah, so what about me? I'm learning things. I'm learning good leadership. I'm
Wow.
learning that people got to respect you first. She got to respect in that first week when she called down the judgments.
Wow. And since then, people just respect.
People know not to respect us, not to disrespect us. They get their mind read and they get kicked out.
Wow. That's beautiful. I love women that are disciplined. Thank you, Bethany. At least you deserve that support, isn't it? You've been doing it with the Holy Spirit all this while.
Yeah, I'm back
Oh.
just to relaxing and doing fun things.
Is that strange for you to do something relaxing and fun?
Uh, I've had a lot of control, a bit of stress. If you can imagine an angel being stressed,
That's foreign to me. You're stressed.
I've coped with a bit of stress lately. I've been
Wow.
worried about Matthew for a long time.
Wow. So is Matthew causing you stress?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay. So what were you stressed about
I'm not stressed anymore, but I was under a bit of stress.
before with the way everyone is being operated?
Yeah, the
I
change.
think not, I think not just you. I think a lot of people that were close to Papa was under stress. Now they feel better. Don't you think? The atmosphere in heaven
Yeah.
is so different now. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bethany. Papa, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good today.
You're good today.
Yeah, I had some ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Do you mean from the is it Jeffrey Epstein's
Yeah,
ice cream?
yeah. And I
Ah,
had ice cream with Vanessa and we had a long chat. And she's asking me some good questions and I'm
oh,
gonna implement some change based on her questions.
wow, little Vanessa. We love you, Vanessa.
Matthew
Wow.
too.
Oh, so but Papa, your your stress levels come down.
Yeah, it just built up the other day.
Yeah, we need to keep it down. Matthew, you're
Yeah, so
tired.
now, if a person doesn't touch their resource pack in 7 days, they just automatically go to paradise.
Wow, it's been
Im-
set.
Implemented, yeah.
Wow, it's
There's
been programmed.
there's 7 Earth days, seven
Yes,
seven,
today.
no, 7 heaven days,
Okay, which is not up to a day, up to
a third of a
one.
day.
Oh, you thought of wow, wow. Well, but if that makes you happy, Papa, if it keeps the ones that you know that really really loves you in heaven, then so be it, Papa. That's how it's gonna be. We love you, and we want there to be a change
Yeah,
in things. So thank you, Papa. Matthew, you're getting tired, isn't it?
yeah, I am.
Okay, well, let me speak to my husband. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
How are you?
How can you tell Matthew is getting tired?
I know. I've been working with him for how many years now? Is it 2 years? Almost three. So
Yeah,
by now I know he's when he's tired. You know he's tired as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Having some good intellectual conversations and getting a lot of work done, and yeah. Um, Working with Charlie and doing things. Yeah, Matthew's so tired, it's hard for me to bring a message.
I know. I know. That's how Matthew does. When it's only 10 minutes more, then he start closing his eyes. Matthew, open your eyes. Open it. Mm. Can you see my eyes? Let me see your eyes. Uh-huh. Open it. Open it. We just have 12 more minutes and we're done. Done, done, done. Mm?
Perhaps we should shut it down now.
Mm-mm.
Just don't win with you, do I?
We don't win. We need to finish. Then after this, then you're gonna sit down on your laptop and watch TV for maybe 4 or 5 hours. The fact that you're tired doesn't even send you to bed. You'll still be there, yawning. Okay, Matthew, let me have mercy on you. Thank you, Ben.
Thank
You
you.
can you can shut it.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. God bless you, Tolu. I really love you, Tolu. Let the record show Matthew loves Tolu.